Hey everyone, if you've ever felt like you're just drowning in content work, endless copy pasting, manually updating spreadsheets, chasing down broken links, then you're definitely in the right place. Today we're going to move way beyond that chaos and actually build, piece by piece, an intelligent, scalable content engine that's made for right now. And it really comes down to this one big question, right? Why is this so hard? We've got all these amazing new AI tools, but so often our workflows are just completely stuck in the past. It makes it feel almost impossible to create really high quality, consistent content at the speed we need to. So how do we actually fix this? Well, fundamentally, we're at a crossroads. We have a choice between two paths. Over on the left, you've got the manual mess. It's that tangled web of disconnected tasks that are just brittle and impossible to scale. But on the right, that's the goal. The automated flow. A clean, connected process that just works, flowing from one single source of truth all the way to your user. That's what we're here to build today. So let's actually build it together, step by step, starting with the absolute most important part. And that whole foundation is built on one really simple, but honestly incredibly powerful idea. We have to start treating our content like data, not just as this one big, messy block of text that only a human can kind of figure out. And this is what we call structured content. The best way to think about it is like this. Instead of being handed a big, shapeless lump of clay, you're given a box of Lego bricks. Each brick is its own distinct, perfectly labeled piece of information. You've got a title brick, an author brick, an image brick, and any system can come along, pick one up, know exactly what it is, and reuse it. So these aren't just abstract ideas, right? These are what those bricks actually look like. They are real concrete fields in your CMS. You have a field for the title, one for a short answer to be used in summaries, unique IDs for every section, and even a manifest that keeps a list of all the images and videos that go with it. And here's the crucial point, the real game changer. When your content is structured like this, machines and automated systems can finally understand it and use it reliably. And that simple fact is what unlocks this whole next layer of our engine. Okay, so we've got our foundation of structured content laid down. Now we need the plumbing. We need a way to move all this great data around intelligently without a person having to go in and manually connect the pipes every single time something changes. And check out how beautifully simple this plumbing can be. When an editor hits that publish button, it doesn't kick off some long manual checklist. Nope. Instead, a webhook, which is basically like a digital doorbell, instantly rings. And that doorbell sends out a notification with the content's complete record, its manifest, to every other system that needs to know about it. So no more slow, heavy website crawls. Just a super fast, efficient, event-driven ping. But here's the key to making it all work without constant headaches. The automations themselves have to be simple. They need to be thin and observable. Why does that matter so much? Because when something inevitably breaks, you don't just get some vague, useless failure message. Instead, you get an actionable error that tells you exactly what's broken why, so you can go in and fix it fast. Alright, now we get to the really exciting part of the engine. With our content all structured and our smart plumbing in place, we can finally build the brain. A system that makes our content intelligent and instantly findable for any AI application we can dream up. This one phrase right here really captures the whole fundamental shift. We're moving away from the old world of search engines that just hand you a list of links and basically say, good luck. The goal now is to return the exact answer. And here is that aha moment. The old way of search dumps a 2,000-word article in your lap and says, the answer is in there somewhere. So frustrating. The new AI retrieval model does the work for you. It goes in and pulls out the precise, citable snippet of text that directly answers your question. I mean, that's a total revolution in how we find information. So how does this magic actually work? Well, it's this really clever hybrid approach. First, we break our content down into these meaningful little atoms, like a question and its answer. Then we combine two things. We store semantic vectors, which help an AI understand the meaning and context of the text, and we combine that with all that structured metadata we created earlier, which allows for super precise filtering. It's that combination of what it means with what it is that gives you that pinpoint accuracy. Okay, so our content is now structured, it's intelligent, it's AI ready. So let's talk about where generative AI fits into all this. And the key is to think of it not as a replacement for people, but as a powerful assistant, an accelerator. And the workflow here is absolutely critical. Yes, an AI can generate a pretty good first draft of a summary or a social media post. But then, and this is non-negotiable, it must go to a human editor for a mandatory quality assurance step. That editor's job is to verify every fact, check the citations, and make sure the tone is right before they approve it. And it's only after their approval, which by the way gets recorded with their editor ID and a timestamp right there in the contents manifest. Only then can it be published. This creates a full audit trail and keeps a human accountable for every single piece of content that goes out the door. We have one last piece to add to our engine. It might be the simplest component of all, but it is the golden thread. It's the connective tissue that ties every single part of the system together. And that is the canonical ID. Seriously, the best way to think of it is like a social security number for your content. It's a unique, stable identifier that you assign just once, and it never, ever changes. It stays with that piece of content for its entire life, no matter where it goes or how it gets transformed. And this is where you really see the payoff. Look at this. That single ID is embedded everywhere. It's in the CMS record. It's in the metadata of the assets. It's in the AI retrieval index. It's in your analytics. It's even in your social media tracking links. For the first time, you can actually trace a user's entire journey from an ad or a tweet all the way back to the original source of truth. It's huge. Okay, that's the final piece. So let's step back and look at the whole thing, our completed engine. And there it is, a 5-part system, and every part works together. You start with the foundation of structured content. You use smart, observable plumbing to move it around. You build a brain for precise AI retrieval. You bring in an accelerator for AI-assisted creation, always with a human in the loop. And finally, you tie it all together with that golden thread of canonical IDs. So, what's the result of all this work? It's not just some cool theory. It's a pragmatic, totally auditable system that lets you scale your content production like crazy. Wow. And this is key, preserving the two things that matter most, quality and a crystal clear record of where every single thing came from. You know, an architecture like this isn't just about making our own jobs easier as creators. It really opens the door to entirely new ways for people to find and interact with information. So the real question it leaves us with is, now that we know how to build these incredible systems, what amazing new user experiences are we going to create with them?